morning. I'm John Strong, the Special Agent in charge of the FBI of North Carolina. I'm going to make a brief statement, as will several of our law enforcement partners. We continue to be engaged in a very active investigation. Therefore, we will not be taking any questions at the conclusion of this briefing. I'm honored and humbled to say Frank Jansen is safe and back with his family today. He spent 5 nights in the hands of a group of very dangerous people. We can only imagine the uncertainty, confusion, and fear he experienced. The motive of the kidnapping and other specifics regarding the case are still under investigation. I can tell you Mr. Jansen was targeted by a group as part of an elaborate kidnapping plot. Specific demands were sent to Mr. Jansen's family for the benefit of Kelvin Melton, an inmate at the Polk Correctional Institution in Butner, North Carolina. Melton was previously prosecuted by Frank Jansen's daughter, who is an assistant district attorney, and as a result, Melton received a state sentence of life without parole. FBI agents working in Raleigh were in constant contact with FBI agents and other law enforcement personnel in Atlanta, Georgia. When the circumstances and time to move in were determined appropriate, the FBI's hostage rescue team rescued Mr. Jansen at approximately 11:55 p.m. last night at a residence inside the Forest Cove apartment complex in southeast Atlanta. Mr. Jansen was checked out by doctors quickly and is receiving medical care. The FBI's hostage rescue team is a highly trained group of special agents who are often called upon for an extraordinary hostage crisis or other law enforcement situation that may occur within the United States. The cooperation between federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies and across state lines was nothing short of incredible. Many agents, officers, analysts, and other support employees have worked countless hours to bring Mr. Jansen home safely to his family. Both Mr. Jansen and his family have remained strong and focused throughout this ordeal. The Jansen family wishes to express their sincere appreciation to all those who helped bring Frank home safely. I need to thank our law enforcement partners who have helped Charlotte FBI in this incredible recovery mission. I'd like to thank FBI Atlanta, the Wake Forest Police Department, the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, Durham County Sheriff's Office, Raleigh Police Department, Durham Police Department, the North Carolina Alcohol Law Enforcement, the Garner Police Department, North Carolina Highway Patrol, RDU Police, North Carolina Department of Public Safety, Probation and Parole, Wake County Sheriff's Office, City County Bureau of Identification, Cobb County Police Department, Alpharetta Police Department, Atlanta Police Department, Georgia Bureau of Investigation, and the United States Attorney's offices in the Eastern District of North Carolina, as well as in Atlanta, the Wake County District Attorney's Office, and the Cobb County District Attorney's Office. We simply could not have accomplished an operation of this magnitude without the coordination of those important partners and several others who aided us in our very successful mission. At this time, Wake Forest Police Chief Jeffrey Leonard will say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning. The Wake Forest Police Department would like to thank our law enforcement partners for their assistance in helping to locate and rescue Frank Jansen. We also appreciate the community and the media for its cooperation throughout this investigation. We know it must be shocking for members of our community to hear that Mr. Jansen was not only missing, but he had in fact been kidnapped. We did not know this immediately, but once we uncovered evidence to lead us to that conclusion, we simply could not share it with the public because releasing that information was not in the best interest of Mr. Jansen's safe return. As we move forward, the investigation will continue, and the Jansen family will need time to heal from this horrifying experience. At this time, the family asked for their privacy. I want to again thank our law enforcement partners, our community, and the media for your patience and understanding. Mr. Walker with the U.S. Attorney's Office will now speak.
Thank you. I want to reemphasize again that this could not have happened without the close partnership that exists between the federal partners, our state partners, and local law enforcement. These people are true heroes. The people that you see standing behind me have worked around the clock on this case and have devoted their lives 24/7 to get to the result that we have today. And again, that result at this point we're all thrilled by that result. But that being said, I want to be clear that in many ways our work is just beginning in this case, and it's for that reason that my remarks will be very limited. You will receive some information after this press conference is over concerning criminal complaints that have been filed, but I want to reemphasize that our work in many ways is starting, and we will not be in a position to address any of the facts with you today. I can tell you that 5 individuals have been charged with federal kidnapping charges. Those 5 individuals are as follows. Jenna, Jenna Paulin Martin, date of birth 2/28/1993. Tiana Maynard, also known as Tiana Brooks, date of birth 10/7/1993. Javante Price, also goes by the name of Flame, date of birth 7/11/1993. Michael Montreal Gooden, a.k.a. Hot, born 7/2/1992. And lastly, Clifton James Robert, born in 11/23/1984. These federal kidnapping charges carry a maximum sentence of life without parole. Again, thank you very much for all of you for attending today. This is an ongoing investigation, and for that reason, I won't address any more of the facts. And thank you very much.
State and local law enforcement across North Carolina are grateful for the safe return of Mr. Jansen. This type of criminal activity is alarming, and the public is safer when law enforcement uses teamwork and technology to its fullest extent. This case shows the importance of properly funding law enforcement and law enforcement technology. I think since the fateful events of the attack on 9/11, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies and officers are coordinating at an unprecedented level. My personal thanks goes to the agencies in the Attorney General's office, the State Bureau of Investigation, including Director Greg McLeod and Assistant Directors Greg Tart and Renee Robinson. Greg will speak to you in just a minute. The State Crime Lab, led by Judge Joe John, and attorneys in our office who are working with SBI agents to take whatever legal steps are necessary. This is yet another example of the great work being done every day by our SBI agents, forensic scientists at the State Crime Lab, along with federal and local law enforcement officials who work tirelessly on cases that sometimes make headlines, but most of the time don't. We'll continue to make our SBI and Crime Lab and our attorneys available under the leadership of the FBI, who's done such an incredible job with this case. And we will continue to help them as this investigation moves forward. Thank you.
I'm Greg McLeod, Director of the State Bureau of Investigation. Certainly today is a proud day for law enforcement. Certainly want to thank our federal, state, and local partners for this successful operation. As Director of the State Bureau of Investigation, certainly want to personally thank all our SBI agents for their professional law enforcement work in this matter. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Greg Baker. I'm the Commissioner of Law Enforcement for the Department of Public Safety. Obviously, we too are honored to be here today to report the good news that we all know. Specifically, obviously, you've heard all of the agencies mentioned that were participants in this case. I want to draw specific emphasis to the FBI. It's very special to me. Prior to this career, I spent 27 years with the FBI. And when the FBI focuses their attention on you, good things from a law enforcement perspective happen, bad things happen if you're a bad guy. So we're very pleased to be a part of that in the days and weeks and months to come as the efforts of the law enforcement agencies involved are revealed to you. You will be as amazed as I was to watch them unfold. Specifically, I would like to thank the Highway Patrol, the agencies within the Department of Public Safety, the Highway Patrol, Alcohol Law Enforcement, and the Department of Corrections, who did a phenomenal job on this case. To watch it all come together and to watch that laser focus on the mission at hand was truly something to marvel at. Thank you again.